What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spoiling Comics, where I read a couple comics that I either found or were given to me, and these were given to me by friends. And I'm gonna tell you about the comics that I just read, and we're gonna get into it. I don't know how many people give a shit about comics, like the actual comics. Like I know everybody's into fucking like MCU and comic movies and shit, but how many of you guys actually read the comics? Like sometimes it's old school and weird shit. But this time we're gonna get into Spider Woman, Spider Woman, and Spider Man and the Incredible Hulk. The weird promo thing. I did the same thing. This is actually the second take I've done of this, and I still because they're showing me things backwards on screen. I keep forgetting which hand is holding the thing. So we're gonna talk about Spider Woman. There's fucking Silver Samurai. So she doesn't want to know what's waiting. I don't want to wait to find out. So let's figure it out. I never knew basically anything about Spider Woman over the years of kind of learning just bits and pieces. I knew that she was able to fly, at least in some capacity, able to fly, and she has some of like Spider Man's type abilities. It's got that old school art style where it's very muted colors. She's breaking into a place, getting a dude out. It's there's just so much exposition in everything she says, just explaining where she came from and what she's doing and why she feels certain ways and everything, and like her thought bubbles are all just exposition, just letting us try to get to know who the fuck this is, which is good for me because I didn't know the character very well. And of course, it's got these lovely little ads that have like the look at this. This is a Bubble Yum advertisement where they tell you how to do how to do the trick where you hide a thing in there. I don't know. I really like those old school fucking little shitty advertisements. There's a whole bunch of her just talking to people, more exposition, more fucking talking, more thinking out loud, all that kind of shit. We find out that she has like a weird power where she's able to like shock people. I assume like kind of like Miles Morales is, like he's got that Venom strike or whatever the fuck it's called. She's got something similar to that, and I didn't know that, so this was interesting. She goes and saves a dude in a facility, but it's not a dude. She's in a chamber. She got gassed, and then there's just a whole bunch more. Just a whole bunch of her talking to people, bunch of nothing, bunch of exposition of things about her past I don't really care about. She meets this character Viper, which I didn't know was an actual character, which is cool because he works with Silver Samurai, and I thought that the Viper character was made up for the Wolverine movie, but apparently Viper actually worked with Silver Samurai, so that's kind of interesting. Her and Spider Woman get in a fight, and they like fall off an edge. Somehow she like wakes up and Silver Samurai's there, and he takes off all his armor and shit, and like she's dressed up like Viper was, and but she doesn't have any of her abilities for some reason. Because I guess because maybe that gas in the room was meant to take away her powers so that he could fight her one on one. Because Silver Samurai really likes to like test people's abilities and shit. After a brief fight, she's able to convince the guard people that she is Viper, so then she's able to tell them what to do. She gets the upper hand and starts kicking his ass. Apparently she has some weird, uncanny resemblance to Viper, and now that she's wearing the clothes, they all just believe her. There's also a weird moment in here where she mentions that she was trained by Hydra, and I thought that was kind of interesting. There's something about a virus and people being experimented on, and she saves a dude that they call like the fucking Jordache man or whatever the fuck. There's a great little advertisement for for some shit with Captain America. And he's like, there's no way. With strength, and there's no way he could have done it. I'll distract him with these delicious Hostess fruit pies. And he's like, you've bested me again, Captain America, with your Hostess fruit pies. And then Jessica Drew, Spider Woman, just hangs out with her friend who's in the hospital, and she's like, I'll get you guys next time, you sons of bitches, or whatever. Also, you can get this free Lone Ranger Western Town. Just send in your postage, just cut it off of whatever you bought. Just cut some shit off, send it into the place, and they'll give you some horses and probably like some cardboard town looking thing. I didn't really like that one. It shed light on a little bit of what Spider-Woman is able to do, and it tried to give a bunch of exposition, but her story was already going on. There was a whole bunch of extra shit, and it's just a lot of just blocks of words of her and the people around her just thinking things out loud or whatever. Like, this is where she comes from. I don't know. I didn't really care for it much. It was kind of cool to see the Silver Samurai do a little bit, and to get to know that part of his personality where he just wanted to, like, he's like, I want to fight you one-on-one, just person to person, see what you got. So he got rid of all his armor and stuff. I was like, all right, okay, that's kind of cool. So then we got this little mamma jamma right here, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of excited to talk to you about it because it's very, very strange. And if you notice up here, it says advertising supplement to the Kansas City Star. That's a place where I live. Did you notice the KC Chiefs shirt? I'm not even a football fan. I just wanted you guys to know this is a Kansas City Jones store, Jones Company fucking advertisement comic, and it's kind of hilarious to me. We got Spider-Man, we got Hulk, we got Kraven. What could possibly go wrong? Chaos in Kansas City. You probably can't see this, but it says Kansas City, the food capital of America. I don't like who told them that. Has that ever been a Kansas City thing? The food capital of America? I don't know. I think that's interesting. Hulk is tired of. hopefully here in Kansas City, Hulk will find peace. Hulk is trying to just chill and find peace, so he like jumps into like the Kansas City Zoo or whatever the fuck it is. And then there's giant Jones Store Company advertisements. Like every few pages, there's these giant fucking Jones Store Company things. Gotta say, it seems like they got a quality product, and at 1950 regular size, seems like it seems like they're doing us a favor, you know what I'm saying? I think they got a good fucking product. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the Nelson Atkins Museum, which is downtown Kansas City. And I've been there, and I'm pretty sure that's what that's supposed to be. I think I've seen that statue. That looks like what that is. But this is Peter Parker, and he's like going around and like to the zoo and taking pictures, and there's supposed to be like a panda, and like, hey look, there's a Jones Store Company over here. Kraven sees this shit and he's like, nah, I'm gonna get Hulk, fuck you. So Kraven shows up and he starts like kicking Hulk's ass because he's tired and he caught him when he was fucking sleeping or whatever. And it's just like, that's ridiculous. Spider-Man shows up. Kraven, a basically normal man with good hunting skills, is gonna best the strongest creature in the universe or whatever the fuck. He's not the strong, whatever. Shut up. Hulk is strong. Kraven wouldn't be able to fucking do shit unless he had Batman knowledge. Anybody need some blue jeans or a polo shirt? We got the page right after that one, still got This page is actually kind of funny to me because I'm pretty sure I recognize that thing. They call it like a grain mill or something, but it's right next to the right next to the train tracks. I'm pretty sure I drive I drive near there very often. I don't even know if it's still fucking doing its thing. Disrupts some shit. He tricks Hulk up into the grain shaft thing. And then he starts like, it's like quicksand. He's in the grain. He's in the Kansas City grain. The Hulk is fucking under there. He's dying. And Spider-Man's trying to save him. But Hulk busts out of the grain. He's like, I couldn't breathe. And now I'm going back to Bruce Banner. Because of the grain. The Kansas City grain took all my breath away. No one can live without an It's All in Fun's games. Odyssey. The Odyssey, Jones Store Company original. And the fucking, we got the Royals and the Mabukis, whatever the fuck. Those are my favorites. I actually really love the way this ends. This whole thing is just a big old advertisement, but it ends with just Hulk needed some clothes. Spider-Man gives him some of his clothes, and then Spider-Man goes to Jones Store Company and finds himself some really slick looking new gear. Like, there's no way people are gonna know this fits me because now I got slick new gear. Shameless. But that's what it is. That's what this is supposed to be. Like, they were just, like, giving these out at the fucking, at the store. I gotta say, I kind of like it. It's pretty funny. Partially because of the advertising and partially because, like, it's Kansas City and they were just, like, throwing in, like, vague little landmarks. It doesn't even say that it was like the Nelson Atkins Museum. I don't know how long it's been called that, but it's like it's like the Kansas City Museum. Maybe it was called that. I don't know, but it has a name these days, so I don't fucking know. I think it's still called the Kansas City Zoo though. These comics were pretty disappointing, but I was still happy to read them. The art style is just that kind of old school, like, bland art style, and there's just way too much, like, just paragraphs of somebody's thoughts and just exposition about their past and shit. So I don't know. I can't let it get by me with that. So I didn't quite care for both of these. I liked the Spider-Man Hulk Craven one a little bit more just because it was blatantly, like, advertising and being silly and shit. But whatever. I'm just doing these videos for fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening, and I'll catch you next time.